Good morning and welcome to Teeing Off with RevSportz. I am Gargi Raut, and joining me today for this conversation is Snehashish Mukherjee, who is joining from Guwahati, where India is playing its third round of World Cup qualifiers. Also joining us is Shubhayan Chakrabarti and G. Rajaraman. The biggest talking point in sports in India today is the match against Afghanistan. It's a do or die game for India. And apart from football, we'll also be discussing about last night's IPL game between RCB and Punjab Kings, so stay tuned. Snehashish, you're in Guwahati. What's the mood like over there ahead of India's big match? How are people reacting to the match? What's the buzz like?
Yeah, yesterday due to Holi, maybe there were not so much crowd, but later in the evening, many fans came and collected the ticket from the box office, and there the locals were saying that today morning people will be here, and Manipuri crowd will be here, and other fans, even some Afghanistan media persons were also saying that some fans might come today's morning also. So I think from today morning, fans will be there, and as per the local concern, the ticket, a full packed crowd is expected to witness the game between Afghanistan and India. And whoever the fans we got to know yesterday, they are all excited and especially because it is going to be Sunil Chetri's 158th international game. So everyone, as we all know, that if maximum, Indians are Sunil Chhetri fans, and they are very excited to see him in action today. And hopefully, they are also hoping to see him scoring, and hopefully that goal helps India to gather 3 points, because that is very important from India's perspective.
And Snehashish's last match against Afghanistan, India drew 0-0. But now this is a must-win match. How important will the home support be? What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. And as now the table stands, it is a very crucial game for India, because you can say this is a must-win game for them, because a win here, then you can, a draw against Kuwait or Qatar, then might ensure your place in the next round, the third round, and that will be a history for Indian football, because they have never, qualified for the third round. So you can say that this is a must-win game, and in the press conference also, and in the training session also, I will say that the focus was there between among players, and even in the coaching staffs also. Igor Stimac, Sunil Chhetri, everyone were looking very focused, and they are very charged up. And in front of home crowd, we all know that Indian home crowd, the 12th man for the team. So even Ashley Westwood, the Afghanistan coach, also mentioned in the press conference that we all know that how tough it will be, facing India in India, and they are clearly favored to win the game. So this might be a mind game from the Westwood, because we all know that how good performance they gave against India in the last match. But in India will look to win this game, because 3 points here, they are 1 inch ahead to the historical feat of getting qualified to the next round.
Shobhayan, what do you think? How are you expecting India to face off against Afghanistan today?
A lot is riding on this. Igor Stimac has already said in the press conference that he would quit if India fails to qualify for the third round. So a lot of is riding on it. Of course, in the last game against Afghanistan, India looked like a rookie team. If we are being really honest, they were all over the place. Afghanistan literally dominated that game. India were very, very poor on the pitch, and you can go on social media and check the reactions of those who follow this Indian team passionately. They were all over the place. They could not complete. They could not stitch five passes together in a go. So that says a lot about Afghanistan's resilience. Also, it's not going to be an easy game. Of course, India are favorites in their home ground, but they will have to play much, much, much better than what they did in the last game. So let's see. India have not scored a goal in the last five games. So India needs to put the ball at the back of the net.
Raja? What about you? What do you think are the chances of India coming out victorious against Afghanistan today?
See, in a do or die game, Gargi, and it is a do or die game for India. You win this, then you're looking at glory. You want to give off your best, but where are the scorers? I think the point that Shubhayan just makes about India not scoring in five matches in a row. it is telling. You might be defending pretty well, you might be defending tight, but to me, the fascinating story is that Afghanistan is able to put together a team. Look at what Afghanistan has been through in the last so many years, for more than 2 decades. And for them to be playing at the level that they are playing, I think there is a lesson for all of us, for not just for our footballers, for all of us about resilience, Gargi. I think it's important that India picks a leaf or two from the last game and changes gear and is able to get that ball in the back of the net, as Shubhain pointed out. It's very important for India to win this game. Hopefully, they will play for pride and they will be able to get that victory for India and get to the third round. I think it'll be a fascinating, a fantastic achievement for India to get there, because we've all been living to see India play the World Cup in football. Such a large country, so many football players, and such passion for football, especially the one that's played in Europe. For us to become a power, we are a long way away. Hopefully, we will be able to get to that third round tonight.
Snehashish, you have attended the training session last night. You talked about it a little much, but elaborate on how the players were looking and what was the body language in the team.
If you say the Indian camp, it was very focused. I will say I will not say that they are tense or nervous anything, but they look very focused. The training drills they have. The quick passing sessions they have. They gathered in a together, and Igor Stimac were looking very sharp and focused. He was giving pep talks to the players. Even Sunil Chhetri was seen, with three, four boys. He was discussing something. So everyone looks very focused, and everyone looking. It was evident in their character that everyone is now focused to gather 3 points anyhow from this game. And as both Raja sir and Shubham mentioned, that scorers has been a big problem in the press conference. Also, Igor Stimac were asked about it, where the goals will come, because it has been a concern. But again, Stimach mentioned that the issue with the not having many Indian players in the clubs representing in ISL, that Indian players are not playing in the strikers or midfielder or defending positions. So they are backup option also, but they are trying hard to use Sunil Chhetri, along with Vikram Pratap Singh and others, to get the goals in this match and hopefully 3 points. But interestingly, in contrast, in the Afghanistan camp, it was a very relaxing mood. They were having fun, cracking jokes. They were very light. Even Ashley Westwood was like having shots at the goal, was like juggling the ball. They have nothing to lose, according to me, and the mindset. We witnessed that they were nothing to lose and they are having fun. They are very happy with the performance they gave in the last game, and hopefully they are looking to continue that momentum in this game also.
Gargi, sorry to interrupt. This is very interesting. What Snehashish points out is very interesting. An Indian side which is very focused, so it tells me they are tense.
Hmm.
Sharp focus is very good, but sometimes when you're too focused and you're not enjoying the game, you might not be able to perform at your best. There is a certain level of performance anxiety which is very important. But I think this Indian side seems a little bit too stressed about wanting those 3 points. Whereas on the other side, you've got an Afghanistan that is very relaxed, very confident, and out here to enjoy the 90 minutes of football. I think this is what will be make the difference. Hopefully, Stimac will be able to inspire the Indians to enjoy the game as much as they can and get that goal that India really wants.
Amidst all of this, Sunil Chhetri is playing his 150th international match. Shubhayan, reflect on what Sunil Chhetri has meant for Indian football in so many years.
So he has been the poster boy of Indian football for a decade, more than a decade now, and he has delivered in so many occasions. Of course, there's this interesting stat that he has more international goals than Lionel Messi, and that speaks a lot about it. Of course, there's no comparison around it, but for Indian football, I think Sunil Chhetri has done a lot, and hopefully, if he can and he's at the fag end of his career. He's playing his last few matches for the Indian football team. We all know that, and if he can wrap it off by taking India to that third round, then I think it will be the icing on the cake. It will be the cherry on the top, and not only Sunil Chhetri. I think the entire India. is hoping that that this, what I said, 5 matches no goal, and all the eyes will be on Sunil Chhetri to when India takes the field, and everyone will be hoping that the legend scores a goal and takes India forward to the third round. And if we can do that, then nothing like that. But an absolute legend.
Raja, 150 matches in any sport is no easy feat. What do you think about Sunil Chetri's mega milestone?
Oh, it's fabulous. Not just the 150 matches, Karki. And India, in his prime of his career, India did not play as many
Yeah.
friendlies as we would have liked. So he might have finished with more than 200 matches or 250 matches and scored that many more goals for India. But I think it's his longevity and the way in which he's looked after his body, the way in which he's taken responsibility on his shoulders. Post Baichung Bhutia, he's been the single biggest star for India. While Gurpreet Singh, the goalkeeper, might want to think differently. I think it's important that Sunil Chetri's contribution to Indian football, to keep football in conversation, to keep Indian football in social conversation. And I think Sunil Chetri's contribution can never be forgotten. What he's done for Indian football, there was a time where he had to fold his hands and ask fans to come to the stadium to support the team. And look at where the blue pilgrim has, the fans are now calling themselves, are supporting this Indian side. So his contribution goes much beyond the pitch, and he's been a fabulous ambassador for the sport.
Snehashish, do you have any news on whether AIFF is planning something special for this milestone?
No, not such news as of now, but yesterday we witnessed in the training session that the CEO of Northeast United, facilitated Sunil Chhetri on this achievement, on his achievement of playing a 150th game for India. So that was a, beautiful scene to watch, in front of us, me and Rahul witnessed that. So that was beautiful. But for Sunil Chhetri, whatever you say is less because he is a legend, absolute legend, and in this age still, the hungry he has and what Rajas has said, the way he has kept his body is absolute fabulous. Even yesterday in a training session, it is not that he has played so much game, there is less intensity. It was just everyone in the group. I was seeing that 2 3 players were just looking at him, how he preparing himself for the game. So that speaks a lot of volume. And I think today, and as another stats also say that he always scored in his milestone games, like in debut 25th, 58th, 75th, 100, 125th, and now 150th game. So we are all hoping that the stats continue. Today he will score and he will help India to gather 3 points again.
Well, to celebrate Sunil Chhetri and his unwavering dedication to Indian football, we have something special for you to watch. Take a look.
Sunil Chhetri is an emotion for every Indian sports fan. 150 matches and we celebrate the talisman. What a journey it has been. 93 goals and counting. He has been emblematic of excellence in Indian football for the longest time. Leader per excellence, he has defied every norm. Been a story for the ages. Inspired every footballer in that dressing room. If you speak to Indian footballers currently in the team, everybody will hail Sunil Chhetri, the legend. If you go and speak to Igor Stimac, he will tell you how important Sunil Chhetri is and will also say that the head coach wants Sunil to continue for as long as he can. He's a good habit. Sunil Chhetri is all about discipline, about commitment and about passion. If you speak to fans, they will tell you that Sunil Chhetri is a role model for the ages, someone who believes that he can excel and in doing so transfers the idiom of excellence to everyone following. With Sunil Chhetri around, Indian football can aspire to dream to making it big, aspire to dream to have the best habits inculcated among the next generation of footballers. Work the hardest, stay committed and bleed blue every time you step out on the pitch. We spoke to the coach, we spoke to the fans, we spoke to the players, and of course we spoke to Sunil as we try to document this journey. 150 and counting. Here's to many more.
On to cricket now. Last night we saw an incredible knock from Virat Kohli in RCB's encounter against PVKS. Shubha, and Virat leaves no chances to silence the haters, does he?
Yeah, we could say that, and his post-match presentation was the best part about it. And I was telling Rajaraman also in the before we went live that Maipal Lomror and Dinesh Karthik also deserve a lot of plaudits. The way they batted, they literally dragged RCB towards the win from that situation, and it was not an easy situation to be in because it was a two-pace pitch, and the Punjab bowlers came back pretty strong. But yes, Virat Kohli, I mean, when he plays those cover drives and those strokes which he played yesterday, we knew that everyone knew that he is the man in form. It's not easy to come back to top level cricket after a 2 month break and just get going like you were never away from the game of cricket, and that speaks volumes about the class of Virat Kohli. And yes, it was a superb knock, and the way he said that he has definitely got it, then I'm pretty sure he's pushing his case for the T20 World Cup with knocks like this.
Finally, Raja, of course, talk about Virat Kohli, but also who else stood out to you the most in last night's game?
Well, look at how RCB modified its game to suit the Chinnaswamy Stadium. It's a small ground, everybody knows that. And to keep the stroke players from Punjab down to 170 plus, I think it was a fabulous effort by the bowlers. We sometimes tend to get carried away, Gargi, with what we see of the batter, and Virat is a very special batter. We all know that, and we know how DK can be destructive in the end. To get those ramp shots and get sixes of them, and to get boundary and to get hit force as well. Fabulous effort by the batters, but I think to me it was the RCB bowlers who won the match. We don't usually celebrate bowlers, Gargi, and this format is so designed against the bowler. But I like to compliment the curator because he produced a pitch where the bowlers had a little bit of a chance, and I think that is what the RCB bowlers grabbed. Look at the young fast bowler. Look at the spinners that RCB had. I think they won the match for them. Much as we want to celebrate Virat, DK, and Maipal Lormore, I think it is the RCB bowlers who won the game for them last night.
Well, that
And shout out to Harpreet Brar as well. 4 overs, 13 runs, 2 wickets. He was the one who actually brought Punjab Kings back in the game after that knock by Virat Kohli. But yes, as Raja said, we need to put focus on the bowlers as well because they bowled well. Siraj also, for that matter. Yes, Gaji.
It's almost like I've told myself that this IPL season I'm going to write only on the bowlers.
that wraps up our conversation. We'll leave you with the Indian football fans talking about Chhetri's incredible milestone. Till then, stay tuned to RevSportz.
We are looking forward for the game. uh, uh, 150 गेम हो रहा है छेत्री का, इसलिए बहुत खुश हूँ और टिकट भी मिल गया हम लोग को. इंडिया जीत गया तो बहुत अच्छा होगा, इसलिए लेट्स गो इंडिया. हाँ, छेत्री का तो गोल देखना चाहता हूँ, बहुत दिन से नहीं देखा छेत्री का गोल.
I'm very excited about the match because our government is promoting such sports in our state. So I am looking forward to it, and I wish Team India best of luck. I hope we will win the match. Yes, yes. I hope that he scores goals, and hopefully that we win the match.
I'm really excited for tomorrow's game, and I'm gonna come and see him tomorrow playing his 150 appearance. If he scores, it will be memorable for me. But even if he doesn't, it doesn't matter. If he scores or not, I just love him anyway. Win or lose, just love. Do you remember? Time he scores, it's memorable for me every moment. He's a legend. He's a leader, and he's someone who would bring the team come together as one.
I'm very excited because Sunil Chhetri sir is one of my idol in football. I watch him play every game for India and try to always recreate his moment. Every goal is my favorite. He's just magician. Sure, I want him to score a hat trick. Yes, it would be a dream come true moment.